So let me ask this. You specifically say that you'll look for ways to roll the rules back. Are there any rules you believe should be made stronger?
Well, I do, yes. I would say if you think of the four principal pillars of reform, I think they can all be made stronger and all be made more transparent, clearer, more efficient. I've also said there are a number of things that I wouldn't roll back.
So what are the rules that you said you would make stronger?
Well, I think if you think about resolution, we will expect firms to continue to make progress on resolvability. On stress testing.
So you would want to see rules that are more aggressive on the living wills, for example?
Yeah, and I'm not so much thinking of more aggressive rules as our expectation.
Well, but that's the question I'm asking about. If you're going to revisit the rules for rollback purposes, which is what you said in your testimony, the question I'm asking is the reverse. I don't want to see a one-way street here where it's all about rolling back rules and it's not considering the places where the rules need to be stronger.
Okay, so I get your question. So I would say that there are a lot of problems that we need to address in the banking system. I do think we've had 8 years now of writing new rules, and honestly, I can't really think of a place where we are lacking an important rule. I think we've filled out the rules that we need, and it's really a question now of dealing with things from a supervisory standpoint.
So of all the rules the Fed has issued during your time there, you've been there for 5 years, on capital, on leverage, on liquidity, on stress tests, you don't think a single one should be made tougher?
Honestly, Senator, I think they're tough enough.
Well, okay. I got to say, this worries me. But let me take a look for just a minute here then at the rules you say you want to roll back. A few years ago, the Fed and other agencies finalized the Volcker Rule with your support on that. It prohibits banks from trading on their own account unless it is directly related to customer service. And this addresses one of the main ways that banks got into trouble during the buildup of the financial crisis that sent them to Congress for a $700 billion bailout. Do you support significant changes in the Volcker Rule that apply to big banks? For example, by exempting additional forms of trading?
I do support a rewrite of the Volcker Rule. I do believe we can do that in a way that's faithful to both the language and the intent of the Volcker Law.
So you would favor exempting more trading, for example?
I would favor tailoring the application of the proprietary
Okay, I think
trading.
I would call that weakening the rule.